10,000 other crazy theories and conspiracies aren't enough for you? Well, let's make 10,001 by talking about how The Amazing Spider-Man 3 could happen with Marvel Studios. There's so much more to talk about in regards to Spider-Man beyond just crazy theories, but crazy theories are always, well, a major part of it, right? People are always coming up with their own ideas, theories, trying to connect the dots, trying to find dots where they don't exist, and do the whole Charlie Kelly meme, if you will. We have heard previously that Sony is interested in continuing older Spider-Man franchises, whether it's the Sam Raimi one or The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man, I think, would be the one that a lot of people would like to see continue, just to give Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man a closure, because Sam Raimi's personally felt like it actually did end on a good note where, yeah, you can see this ending right here and it's satisfying enough. The Amazing Spider-Man, not so much. So rumors have sprung up. Well, they've kind of always been around, but they seem to be getting a lot of traction recently because of everything happening with No Way Home and new Spider-Man deals and everything. And that's that Sony is once again keen on bringing back The Amazing Spider-Man. This time, maybe having Sony directly involved with Marvel Studios to make it a possibility. And realistically, it is possible. Sony could go to Marvel Studios and be like, hey, we want to have the other Spider-Man continue to live on outside the MCU. It's all part of multiverse. It's cool. People will understand it. We share Tom Holland. You guys help us over here with this, and we'll connect this to the bigger Marvel universe we are building. We can say that Venom took place in the TASM universe. Morbius sort of hints at it somewhat in a strange way, but it also hints and connects to everything. They can make it work. Yeah, Marvel Studios could say, sure, let us give you notes on whatever you're doing, and this time listen to us because last time you didn't, and TASM 2 happened. So it could happen. But I don't believe that they're actively, reportedly talking about it or anything, as some sources will say, because to me, that now seems far-fetched. They still got to figure out what to do with everything currently in development and all those pieces in motion before we get to it. And also, you're not going to run into a scenario where Sony is double dropping 2 Spider-Man films in a year, or even separated by a year, because at that point then you run into Spider-Verse and you run into these other adjacent films, as they put it, and then you start oversaturating Spider-Man. Too much exposure. And then you're telling people, well, this universe is important, but that one's also important. Invest in all of these, and that seems like a little too much. And that could be a problem legitimately. A lot of people will argue that's the problem with Star Wars on film. There was too much too soon, and Star Wars doesn't need to be like that on film. Keep a film every 2 years, not every year like they tried, which ultimately did them a lot of damage. So I think you guys get what I'm saying. It could happen, but is it going to? I wouldn't place my money on it.